Hello friends, welcome to the brand new channel Suresh Agarwal's Reasoning Mantra. After the grand success of the channel Suresh Agarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts, which you all loved, and within 3 years time there are around 169k subscribers and over 10 million views on that channel. Lot of demands were coming for this important part of all competitive exams, that is reasoning. So I thought I'll set up a new channel and help all the aspirants of competitive exams who are struggling to master this skill and come up with some videos which will be helpful in increasing the efficiency in reasoning. So this is the first introductory video and I welcome you all on this channel, and I hope you will all love the content which I post on the channel. With your support and with your encouragement, I'm sure the channel is going to grow and everybody is going to be benefited by the videos. So the first video which I'm going to take up today relates to a very important theoretical topic, and that is what are the various factors which affect the reasoning skills of a person and what you need to do to brush up your reasoning skills in a better way. So the first point I want to discuss in this case is the terminology. See, whenever we talk of a topic or start learning a particular chapter or a concept, then its terminology is very important. Like the reasoning has a different, there are variable types of reasonings like logical reasoning, verbal, non-verbal. So there are lot many types which we will be discussing in due course of time. So terminology is really important. In case of logical reasoning, for example, you have terms like premise, conclusions. So all these terms you should be really be familiar with the exact meaning of these terms, and along with this we have some more terms like assumptions. So all these are basically the base of logical reasoning. So the terminology is really very important. Some more, if I want to quote, they can be the types of statements, etc. So types of statements, you all know there are inverse statements, converse statements, then contrapositive statements, and so on. So a lot of terms are there which will help you out in understanding the topic of reasoning in a better way. Now, after having understood the terminology of reasoning, what are the various things which, various skills which are required? The first and the foremost skill is to study the patterns. Now patterns, very important word. When I say patterns, then I mean patterns in numbers, they can be in alphabets, or for that matter in any arrangement. So you need to be really sharp in observing the patterns, and you need to study the common patterns and unusual patterns. See, when you see the numbers, you should be able to get some overview of the kind of numbers you are looking at and what relationship does one number have with another number. Very important in solving the number series problems, and then series completion, missing number problems, then character puzzles. All these are based on study of patterns. So if you are good in observing the patterns, only then you will be good in reasoning also. Like if I say common patterns, then they can be alternate series. Like if I say A, C, E, G, then you know that it's an alternate series. Then there can be a common difference between the numbers. This is also a common pattern. Likewise, you can have some unusual patterns, like in if you write the squares of prime numbers, then this is an unusual pattern. Then double difference. These are all very, very common things which you all need to understand when it comes to reasoning. So study of patterns is a really important factor in sharpening your reasoning skills. Then another important thing is the time management. I keep on telling my students that whenever you are looking to clear a competitive exam, you need to be really good in managing your own time. Because especially when I talk of reasoning actually is very time consuming. And why it is time consuming? Because all questions cannot be solved through a single rule. You need to have a different frame of mind when you are solving a different question. If you have solved 10 questions, it doesn't mean that you will be able to solve the 11th question also. 11th question will be based on a different reasoning, different reason, logic, and you need to be really good in managing your time. And how do we manage the time? Now, this is the very common mistake which the students are doing at home while practicing reasoning. They are taking up 20-30 questions, unlimited amount of time, and solving them. And they feel happy when they solve everything. But do you get so much time in competitions? You don't, right? So what is the option? How do we solve this problem? See, speed is really important here. Speed is crucial. And for developing the speed, this concept of time-bound practice has to be done. Time-bound practice. Now, time-bound practice is when you give yourself a particular amount of time, a particular number of questions, and then start solving those questions within that time frame. I can give you 3 questions and 30 minutes, everybody can do that. But if I give you 3 minutes and 3 questions, only a few of you will be able to complete that accurately. So time-bound practice is really important for having very good reasoning skills. Whenever you practice reasoning questions, take time, give yourself a particular amount of time and then start solving the questions. Don't do it by giving yourself unlimited amount of time. That will really be a fallacy in your mind that you are good in reasoning, but when it comes to solving them in the constraint of time, when you have a time limit, then it will be really difficult. So that is the third point. Then come to the fourth point, which is a general point: practice. Now, practice, why practice is needed to have good reasoning skills? This is because there is no set rule or set structure of reasoning questions. No rule, no set rule, or no structure or no pattern in solving questions. Every question has a different kind of logic to be applied, and therefore practice is required. So there is no formula which can solve everything. No formula which can solve everything. Unless and until I practice a lot of variety of problems, only then I will be sure of my success in the reasoning exams. So practice is really very important, and along with the practice comes another very important characteristic, that is persistence. See, you should not get tired of attempting reasoning questions. Do 100 questions, then be ready for the next 100 questions. You will fail, you will not get the right answer, still carry on doing it, because you should not be afraid of wrong answers, not be afraid of wrong answers. That is because even the wrong decisions you take teach you something. When you do something wrong, you know that next time you cannot make the same judgment. So persistence is really important. Keep working hours and hours together. So many students are there, on the channel of mathematics shortcuts, who tell me that, sir, we have practiced so much, but we are not able to get the answers of so many questions. That is because, we lack persistence. We need to carry on going. Every time we face a question, we face a new situation, we cannot just think that we have already done it and this should be easy. We have to just gather our energy, refocus ourselves, and obviously the success will not be far away. Some more things which will help you in developing the reasoning skills is debating. See, now everyone has friends. It's very important to have a very good peer group, good friend circle or peer group. Peers, take up a topic and state what you think about that topic in contrast to or in comparison to the opposition or the opponent or the friend who is contradicting you. So when you contradict something, when you reason out, when you start reasoning out and give reason for your thinking and try to contradict other person's view, that develops the logic reasoning in you. So debating is really very important, and that can be done only when you have a very good peer group, a very good friend circle who can conduct some logical arguments, take up some situations and argue on them and try to defend your point of view. So you need to combat arguments against the opinion of the others. This obviously will enhance the mental ability, and mental ability is a prerequisite to logical reasoning or reasoning skills. So debating will help you out in having better reasoning skills. Now, question yourself and brainstorm. Though the people who have good reasoning skills, they always question themselves. They don't accept anything just because it is said to be a fact or a concept. Whenever you question yourself, you ask why. And when you ask why, that curiosity develops in you to find out the answer. Why does it happen? Instead of just accepting someone's point of view, you have to ask yourself why and then explore. Why does that happen? You need to explore the possibilities, and that will give you a complete overview of the situation, complete overview, or the understanding is developed only when you ask why of a particular problem. Unless and until you ask why, you are dependent on others' opinions. So never do that. Ask why, explore, and then understand the situation completely, and that is what is required to reason out things. In so many problems of reasoning, this questioning yourself and brainstorming will be a prerequisite. Coming to the next point, train your brain. Train your brain. Now, how do we train our brain? There are hundreds of ways of training our brain, but you should have some very good habits in yourself. Training your brain in what? You need to do activities which stimulate your brain. stimulate your brain? There are innumerable activities which stimulate the brain. Some of them can be like Sudoku. Sudoku is a very good puzzle in which you have those grid of numbers and you have to reason out why a particular number will come at a particular place. So very good puzzle, Sudoku, for enhancing your reasoning skills. Then solving crosswords. Crosswords are again very important for having better reasoning skills. Then writing also helps, brain teasers and writings. Brain teasers. Then writing, you should write. You should be a very good writer. When you think something in your mind, try to jot it down, try to write it down. The pattern follows, and obviously good writing can be done only when you have good reasoning. So good writing, something creative also, creative activities. These are all activities which stimulate the brain. Now, why do we do all these activities? What are the advantages of doing all these activities? Because they help you in problem solving, and problem solving is the essence of reasoning. So whenever you have good problem solving skills, you are a very good person when it comes to reasoning. Then critical thinking. And then decision making. Yes, very important. Decision making. So all these things are developed when you conduct so many activities which are called recreational, but in turn they are helping you in training your brain. So instead of spending time on things which are useless, which do not contribute to the development of your brain, to your mental ability, to your reasoning skills, go for all these activities. They are recreational, they are amazing in terms of the reasoning skill development. All these points which I have stated here, for your convenience, these points are the factors which you need to control if you want to have good reasoning skills. So they are the factors which increase ability to reason out. And one more important thing, they help in decoding. You must have heard of this word, decoding. Coding and decoding is another important part of reasoning. So coding and decoding, what? Help in decoding the patterns, help in decoding the structures. So these are the things you need to be sharp at. Do all these things, learn the terminology of reasoning, start with the basics, study the patterns, manage your time, practice a lot, show persistence, debate with your friends, your family members, question yourself on facts, concepts, why does it happen, then train your brain using some recreational activities. So all these points are going to go a long way in making use of the time, making use of your energy, and making use of the videos which I am going to post on the channel in subsequent time. A very important lecture on factors which are to be controlled for better reasoning skills. You know why I have taken up this preliminary video in the first place? That is because there are some prerequisites to good performance, and if you follow all these things, then when we solve questions, things will be really very easy for you. So friends, if you like this lecture and if you think the channel is going to benefit you in the coming time, because I am planning to give you sequential and logically arranged practice material plus lot of videos illustrating the importance of a particular concept, how to practice that, and then we will be solving lot of previous year questions which have already been asked in competitive exams, and I'll come up with some PDFs for practice purpose also, which you can acquire. Just invite your friends on the channel, subscribe the channel, and all of you who have already subscribed, please click the bell shaped icon along with the subscribe button, because unless and until you do that, you won't be updated with the present and the recent uploads which will be coming up in subsequent time. So friends, all the best for your reasoning sessions, and I'm sure this channel is going to be really beneficial for all of you. Thanks for watching this video, friends.